Hello everybody, Joe Duenas here at sjhexpert.com. If this is your first time here, welcome. For our regular visitors, you know this is where you come to get the raw, unedited information on what's happening here in the real estate market and how it's affecting our home values here in San Joaquin Hills. So today we're going to go over two quick things. One is the first 6 months activities, and more importantly here, what trend do we see for the final 6 months of 2013. So let's get started and see what's happening for the first 6 months. Well, real quickly, you can see here that currently we have 8 homes for sale. They're all in an equity position and 5 are over $1 million. It's important to note the reason why I say equity positions. At any given time from roughly 2007 to just even 2011, we saw 50% of all homes for sale and selling were in some form of short sale distress or foreclosure here. So this is very impactful to see how much of the demand has really put values up and gotten a lot of those homes off the market. Second of all is 0 homes in escrow. I went back, the last time we had that was April 2000, and the big difference with that is in April 2000 we only had about 245 homes built. Right now we're at 880. So normally we have a lot of homes for sale. They trickle into the escrow category and they trickle down to the closed category. So that is very indicative to show you how quickly this run-up happened, and in the last 9 months here we have a tremendous amount of homes that just came on the market, closed, and now we've been stagnant here with homes coming on for sale. As far as 19 homes closing escrow for the first 6 months, that's on par for the last few years, except about 10 of those homes were carryovers from last year. And what's really exciting is we're seeing 4 that are closed escrow well over the $1 million, and that's pretty important. When 2012 we only had 1 home that closed over $1 million. Quickly, of the 8 homes that are currently for sale, 5 of those fall into the category of either the Summits, the Somersets, the Somerset Ridge, ranging from 3,500 square feet, 4,000 square feet, and a lot of great appointments here, some of the newer products here. In the past, last 4, 5, 6 years, they competed directly with some of the coastal communities as Ocean Ranch, the Executives, our sister development here, the Hillcrest Estates, the Crestovilles, many of you are familiar with. They share similar amenities and lifestyles. However, those developments were garnishing a higher price, and that really confused a lot of homeowners here. But I think currently right now in the last, really not just because of the run-up, but in the last 18 months, the buyers' behaviors are really focusing on some very specifics, and it's very nice to see that this development is getting notoriety and the positioning of garnishing a higher price, or at least competing with those coastal developments there. Now here's a trend I want to really go over what we could expect in the next 6 months here, and that is, maybe backtrack here. People say, Joe, we have so much demand and such limited supply. Why do we even have 8 homes for sale? Well, this is a good segue on opportunities for people who are going to be placing their homes for sale and really see what the consumer behaviors are talking about now. When we're completely built out, we're going to have about 943 homes. Lot location is so important to many buyers. When you have a home that has a view, it's nice that it has a view, but they're really looking also, how does that complement their lifestyle? Is the backyard position configured in a way where they could utilize it in a sense to really make it an additional entertaining place or part of their everyday function? If you have a deep lot, we have some deep lots here on Homestead and some other developments that have put in river rock pools, outdoor barbecues and kitchens, and they are just phenomenally done well. In addition, they add a tremendous amount of posture to be able to have families really see that as a place they could live for the next 10, 15, 20 years and raise a family. Now, when you have a deep lot, if it hasn't been hardscaped and landscaped and be able to be utilized, buyers do decide on whether that's going to make sense for them to buy, and or if they see themselves doing it, how much do they want to pay. So you can see how lot locations has really been a big part of the buyer's decision. Chappelle has done a great job with their 54 floor plans in here. They all have the ability to be configured in one way or shape or another. Probably the most common one we see is the open lofts or the additional bedrooms. Many people have taken out some of the non-bearing walls, even bearing walls that cost a little bit more, making the double master suite down below. There's just a lot of options in the architecture, so floor plan configurations, whether you've done it or not, buyers' needs change, and Chappelle knew that way in advance. So buyers are looking at, can this suit my needs not only for the next 5 years, but how about the next 15 years? They're really thinking more long term. Upgrades, I think that's something that constantly gets overrated or underrated. And what I mean by that is if you've done some phenomenal upgrades, it really, in today's climate, you could put in $1 and capitalize maybe $1.20 back. In the past, sometimes for every dollar you put in, you're getting 30-40 cents to that dollar in return here. So it doesn't mean that if you're going to put your home for sale today, you're going to put an $80,000 kitchen in there, but it does mean that some of the simple things, as maybe addressing your molding, your hardware on all your doors, some window enhancements, obviously paints go a long way, and plants, but upgrades are something that the buyers are really looking at, and we all know how much of discretionary cash they could take. Lastly, I want to share with you that who's really being able to capitalize on this market right now are those trophy properties. They really are going for a premium. What is a trophy property? They usually have all those things we're talking about. They all come together. They are not only getting a premium, they are getting 10-20% above what even appraisers are appraising. And those are the stories you hear about, which makes everybody think it's going to apply to their home, where buyers are literally paying above market, removing appraisal contingencies, and if it doesn't appraise, we're not even going to argue with the appraiser. All they're going to do is bring in more cash because the buyer sees the value in the product here. So if you're thinking of selling your home, by all means, I would love to speak with you for a couple different reasons. One is to give you a very accurate depiction on what your home is worth, but more so than that, how we can enhance it, not only position it, but how we do those simple little things and how it compares to the marketplace. Because really the first 2 to 3 weeks of the time you're on the market is when we could capitalize on bringing that buyer flood to you. Well, that's our market update. For those of you who leave comments below, I read every single one of them and I love them. If you have not yet subscribed, these videos come out monthly. Please subscribe. And more importantly, until next time, you take care.